Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to Waypan. Alright, we're taking a look at the Grand Cathay army.
And that's right, because ever since we did the Tyrannid one with the previews, people have been asking what we think of the Cathay army. And I think it's pretty obvious what we think.
Yeah, well, they're perfect.
Well, if they're perfect, then why are we making this video?
Okay, they've got two issues.
Okay, and what are these two issues?
I realised they have three issues.
How many issues do they have, Cal?
Just three.
Okay, and what
do you want
are
to hear
they?
them?
Yes.
Alright. So, first off, I took a look at the battalion box, and there was something that I came to a cold realisation with, which is, it's going to be about $400 Australian.
Yeah.
The second problem is they're not released.
Yes, that's kind of the whole point of it being a preview.
And the third problem is they are not Japanese.
But
Nippon. Yes.
But
I will become the eminence and shadow.
No.
Yes, I will be chosen by the system.
Okay, now you're just mixing up solo leveling and Sword Art Online.
But what I am not mixing up is this. So we were taking a look and we thought, why don't we just make it now?
Yes, we want it now.
And we're like, all right, so we've got the Empires of the Eastern Sun.
Yes, and we've been taking a look at that. We have lots of models that we have, like
that
cool
we really
models.
like.
Yeah, 3D STL files that we've got, like these ones, and we never get to use it. And I was like, we want to do a Stillmania, and you know, and just
we want our quest for cool.
Yes, which is a video that's coming out soon.
Yeah, in fact, on Sunday.
Yes, and if you're a member,
it might be
you
Saturday
can watch it
for you
now.
though.
Yes.
All right, so the first thing we did was we went here and we're like, all right, cool, samurai, and then we saw this and we're like,
4 people does not make an army.
Where the rest of them?
Where the rest of them though?
Yeah, and so we went, all right, that's not exactly helping us, but Raging Heroes are releasing this new thing that they're calling the Sovereign tier. Where, so now, instead of being released in 4s, they're released in 5s, and the Sovereign tier is adding another 5, but 5 plus 5 of a unit makes 10. That is not a whole unit.
Army, yeah. That's right, yep.
But somebody did come to our rescue.
It is Anvil Industries.
And as you can see,
reliable.
They're a bit more sci-fi themed, but when we took a look at them, we're like, we don't have to do that.
Yeah, we don't have to rely on the sci-fi bits.
We
can
can
actually
use
them as
the
regular,
fantasy bits.
Yeah, like regular samurai bits.
Or rather historical. It doesn't matter. The point is,
it works.
This is what we want, you know, Raging Heroes to do.
Yes.
Like, we want multi-part kits from them. That was the whole point of the Sovereign tier. And they're like, here's 5 extra dudes. And it's like, that's not what we were asking for.
Here's also a pretty big differentiator between the two.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but Raging Heroes, everyone, even the troopers, are character level models.
Oh yeah, so we should take a look back and just take a look at some of these guys, right? Take a look at how much detail there is on all of them. So, like, these are considered troops, right?
Yes.
Up here, like, this is actually not that detailed a model. Like, here is some of the more detailed models, and you're like, oh, good lord.
Everywhere. Little fiddly
and
bits.
yeah, so there's a lot of detail, and we don't mind that.
That's a stylistic choice that they've gone with, and there's nothing wrong with that. But, like, again, 4 people does not an army make.
So we went to the Anvil Industries.
Yep.
Because we looked at the battalion and we said, we want to make at least a battalion. And we said, okay, so there's going to be 30 Jade Warriors. Anvil Industries, check. Got it done.
Yeah.
Then we went to the Jade Lancers and we were like,
where the horsey?
And we don't want to spend a lot of money and buy from all sorts of different people.
Yeah, we want to use whatever we've got, which, like, we've got a massive collection, so something's got to work out.
And there was, right here, the Foo Lions, and we're like, all right, cool, this'll work. But there is a slight problem.
They're pretty big, though.
Yeah, they're pretty big. In fact, they're twice the size of those standard horses. And we're like, all right, well, we can just change some hands around and, you know, make extra models that way. But that's not going to fix everything. So we
could use them as a count as.
Yeah, we're just gonna. So we're like, all right. Do we just use as count as, and each one of these is going to be two of
guys,
those?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like. We'll like, all right, we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
We'll burn that bridge
but
when we get to it.
I think that's pretty sick, though.
Yeah, through lines.
Yeah,
that's cool. It's very cool. Then we went to the Grand Cathay cannons, and we're like, finally, now it's time for Japan to shine, because you know what we can add because of that?
Oh yeah.
Ninjas. And we can have these guys as our cannon crews, right?
Yep.
And then we're like, all right, well, what about the ogres? And
they happen to have ogres as well.
Yeah, and we got that covered. And then we're like, what about the siege weapons? And we're like,
they don't got the siege weapons, so we have to do something about that. And who has the siege weapons, Cal?
Titanforge
has the siege weapons, and they are $9 USD before tax. But once we convert them to poor people land, it is $15
before tax.
Well, $14.28 before tax technically. So we'll round it up, say 15.
Yeah.
So we're looking at $30.
Yeah. So not that bad. Once we add the resin for all of the prints we're going to do and all of the fails we're going to have, because unlike you, we are not perfect, and we actually have fails on our prints.
Oh, yes.
But then I went down and I'm like, all right, so who's next? What do we have next? And it was...
the Shogun Lord.
Shogun Lord?
Shogun Lord, I guess. I don't know how to say this.
On Longmire?
On Longmire, yeah, that's right.
You know, that's...
Long is a dragon.
That actually sounds like some Western Longmire.
It's not Longmire, it's Longmire.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, remember, I can't pronounce anything.
I can see that.
Yeah, okay. So we went, all right, well, this was the only model that we had a bit of an issue with, because when we looked at it, we're like, this looks like a Kirin.
Yeah, like a Kirin, which is a Japanese mythical creature.
And
the wings also feel a bit westernized.
Yeah, they feel quite European.
Yeah.
And so if you guys don't know what a Kirin is, here it is. Yeah, again. And like, let's just go back for a sec. Let's take a look at our Kirin here, right? So here he is in all of his glory, and then we go over here and we go,
let's put some wings on that bad boy.
Yeah, that
we got ourselves a Longmire.
Yeah, Longmire.
A Longmire.
That sounds like a Eastern fusion restaurant, you know, fusion of East and West.
Anyway, Cal.
Okay, all right. So we went, okay, so what can we use as this guy? And we were like, I know what we can do. Shogun Lord on Fire Opal Dragon. And I'm like, yeah, cool. All right, let's do that. And
that's right.
When I looked at this, I'm like, yeah, this seems very cool. And with that whole Stillmania spirit, I was like, all right, we got this guy. We got this guy.
Big old dragon boy.
And I was like, all right, wait. What's next? And it was these guys. And I was like, I've got an idea.
Oh, yeah.
I've got an idea.
Oh, yeah.
And so what I went, all right, let's get the Shogun Lord on foot, right?
Yep.
And then, after I got the Shogun Lord on foot, you know what I did?
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, all right, but we need that intermediary step, right? And I was like, okay, so we got the Kirin here. And here is what I did. Take a look.
Oh, wow, yeah, you put him on the Kirin.
Yeah, it might not be the best 3D work in the world, but you know, like, look, it works.
This is level 2.
All right, and then
level 2.
And then we go up to level 3.
And we got him on a big old dragon.
And I'm like, all right, cool. All right.
Yeah.
Problem solved. We have our Japanese Cathay. All right, what's up next?
What's next?
And
oh no, it's the Sky Lantern.
The Sky Lantern is such a good model.
It's a piece de resistance
it
of the
blows
Cathay
everything
battalion.
else out of the water that we were looking at. We're like, all right, okay, so how do we do Sky Lantern? We're like, all right, well, we can give some of the samurai guns. We can have, ninjas throwing smoke bombs.
Yep, we can do that.
Yeah, these are things we can do.
But we're lantern, though. Yes.
So, we looked at this and we're like, all right, what do we do? And so first thing we did was we looked outside
of the Eastern Sun
to the High Elves of the Eternal Summit, and we found this Shrine of the Phoenix, and we're like, okay,
that could work. So what we'll do is we'll remove the big boy Phoenix over there.
Yeah, remove big boy Phoenix, remove girl and the nest.
Well, even the braziers we could keep those because
maybe
feels still in theme sort of, and then put some ninjas on there.
Yeah, we could have some ninjas hanging off here. We have some sort of magic lady moving it along, maybe. Okay, not this magic lady, but instead, let's see, where have I gone?
Somewhere around here, like
this, you know, she's got moths and stuff. I don't know, maybe
it could work.
Okay.
Somebody's moving the dang thing. All
right. Yeah. So then we're like, all right, maybe that one's a bit of a fail. And then we looked at this and we're like, this seems much easier. This seems much easier.
Look how beautiful this is.
And
we're
like, okay, well that looks really cool. We could do this centerpiece thing.
But take a look at that assembly plan, though.
And that was where we sort of fell down. We're like, okay, so this has as many pieces as a standard Primaris model. And
we're like, ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, and we just sort of went,
but then there was another option.
So we went over and we're like, all right, let's go back to the east. And we went, all right.
Ooh, Empress on a palanquin.
Yeah, and we thought
Celestial palanquin, and it works because you've got the clouds, like, you know.
And you got the building, right? All we have to do is remove the Empress, right?
And put some ninjas on there.
Yes, put some ninjas on the roof, put some samurai around the house shooting guns, you know.
Yeah, it works.
The standard.
It's cool.
Like that. Look, guys, let's admit it. There's nothing as cool as this that we could actually
use.
It's
probably more practical, but we're not here to talk practical.
Yeah,
with
like this
lion warriors. And all that.
But this. Yeah, we really like this. We think it's very cool. We have no idea where the flight stand goes, though.
But as we said, we want this now.
Yes.
We want this now, so these are...
I guess the flight stand goes up in here, but
I can see a little bit in the photography.
So after that, we saw these guys, and we're like...
Sentinels.
All right, Terracotta Warriors, let's do this. We can do this. And then we hit a bit of a hit, but... we did find a replacement for them. One which we thought was pretty decent.
Yes. And we took a look outside once again. And we're going to Wizards Guild. We got the Construct Guardians. And head-wise, they look very much fit the bill.
Yeah. So, like, if we just open up these guys, we'll put these guys
let's not do any side-by-side.
Yeah, no, we won't do side-by-side. But we just go here. We look at these guys, right? And then we go over here, and we're like,
hey, pretty close. You know,
close enough.
Close enough. It's never going to be as cool as this.
Yeah, okay, because obviously
epic.
GW put a lot of work into this.
Yes, correct. And I can see people, myself included, buying this set just for these models,
just so that we can paint them up.
Yeah, because this is so cool.
It is very cool, but this was our replacement, and then we're like, all right, so what's next? And we went army book, and we're like, we can't print that.
No. No, we can't get the army book, but we can get the next thing, which is 苗银冯宝龙最漂亮，我很喜欢. Okay.
I know my pronunciation isn't good, but what? I did not see any of those words. Is it
I
here?
basically said Miao Ying, the storm dragon, which is very pretty, and I like it. Yes.
Okay. All right. Meow meow.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so she's a very cool model. There's only one thing we dislike about this model, or we should say these models.
Which is the tactical rocks.
And we feel like they're very not theme appropriate.
Yeah, so with the way that they have designed the rocks as well, it makes the entire model feel very off balance with the tactical rocks. It's just not right. And with the basing, they've chosen to put it on the ground. And I don't know if you've noticed, the whole theme is storm, right? And with the way that they've designed it, you'd think that it would be like high up in the Chinese mountains with the clouds
like
coming in.
You'd think that she'd be up in the clouds or something. Like you could, or alternatively, you could do those Chinese style mountains, those Chinese rocky mountains, maybe have a little flower coming out of the side. You know, it'd look good.
Yeah.
But this
just kills that entire
it feels like it's going to break at any moment.
Yes, correct. It doesn't sell that storm, ethereal, magic thing going on.
We're like, all right, how are we going to make her? And easy as, because
we're going to steal the Empress.
Yeah, we really like the Empress, but you remember how we were talking about the palanquin before? There's a reason why we don't want to have the Empress on the palanquin, because
the Torii Gate. Yeah.
It's
a bit much.
Yeah, so when we take a look at the Torii Gate, we're just like, no, too far. And then we looked at her, and it's just her. So see where she's got those nice flowers?
Yeah.
That's where she stops. Yeah. You know, none of that stuff in the background.
And we can print her without the Torii Gate, essentially, is what Cal is trying to say. And I think that will work perfect for Miao Ying. So, but what about the dragon form?
Yeah, and we could even have her up in the clouds a bit.
Oh, yes, we can.
Yeah,
we can, yes.
But then after that, I went, oh, maybe. Yeah. And
finally get an excuse to use this guy.
Yeah, because this is the 15-month loyalty reward guy for Raging Heroes. And I need a reason to print this guy.
And take a look at the face. It's so, like, sharp. Yeah. It looks really good for a storm dragon.
Oh, we'll see. I feel like it's got a very nice Asian feel.
Yes.
Right? And I feel like it's really good. But we did discover one problem when it came to all of this.
And what's that?
So we'd have to spend a bit of money and a bit of time putting all of this together, because remember, we are not the perfect people like some of the commenters. The commenters never have problems with prints.
They never have failed
prints. Well, certain commenters, right?
Yes,
yes. Like every time they paint, everything's perfect. Like they know what to do, not us.
They be winning 100% of the time. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, unfortunately for us, we're not like that. So.
Yeah, no. So we're looking at this and we're like, all right, if this video does well, let's do it. Let's make Cathay Nippon.
Yes, let's do it.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. And as always, keep those brushes wet. Bye-bye.